The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiClarkenetwork.com.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show, taping live here at the White Elephant, 366 Queen Street East. And how is everybody doing tonight? It feels like spring in the air. What do you think, Tice?
Well, I see a bunny and I see a chick, so yeah, I'd say it's pretty much spring now.
It's pretty much spring. There's been a lot going on, and before I get into it, I want to ask you a question. What time is it?
Hot Topics!
That's right, it's time for Hot Topics, and sitting beside me is the dashing Tice, who's going to help me with some Hot Topics. So,
thank you for having me.
welcome him.
You got a great audience here.
Yeah. They're amazing. They're
Yes.
amazing.
Especially the chick and the bunny.
And the chick and the bunny stand out.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk to the chick and the bunny very, very
I hope
soon.
they brought some chocolate eggs.
Did you? Oh, we put them on the spot.
Early? Come on.
Let's see
Never
what we
too
can.
early or late for chocolate. All right.
Did you hear about what's going on with Miss Japan? The whole controversy.
I heard something about her being a mixed race, and there's all this controversy. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you think?
It's a tense situation. So Ariana Miyamoto, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah.
She was just recently crowned Miss Japan, and she's representing Japan in the Miss Universe pageant.
Right.
A beautiful 20-year-old girl
Yeah.
who is biracial. So
Right.
her mother is Japanese and her father is African American.
Right.
And there's this big, kerfuffle going on, saying, well, the Japanese term for biracial is hafu.
Hafu.
And so there's, some kind of argument going on. Well, is she Japanese looking enough to represent Japan? So
What
do you
does
think about
Japanese
that?
looking enough mean? I don't know what
What do
that
you
means.
think?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's the whole race thing. I mean, I don't know. That's been kind of swirling around a lot lately.
Did you find that's
yeah,
coming up a lot?
Yeah, and what does it matter? I mean, if she fits all the credentials to be, Miss Japan,
Yeah, like a citizen of Japan, which
right?
she is.
She's a citizen. Then
She's
she's
born there.
entitled to that. I mean, why take that away because of her bloodline or ethnic background? I mean, I think that's kind of foolish, and people just need to find another hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense. To me.
Solve that problem.
Yeah.
You go, Miss Japan. All right, so tell me a little bit about Iggy Azalea. What's she up
Iggy
to?
Azalea, so lately she's been getting a lot of slack because, again, the whole race card thing, she's a quote-unquote, I guess, white person, as they like to kind of put that label on her, doing, urban hip-hop music. I mean, I think it's also kind of foolish to really, to kind of give her slack for that. I think music is something that, we don't choose music.
Yeah.
Music chooses us. And, I personally am an urban artist,
Right.
and I grew up in the urban community, and that's what I've grown up in. And so therefore I take inspiration from the urban culture.
Right.
I sing gospel, I sing R&B,
Right.
and I draw my inspiration from various urban sectors of music, whether
Right.
it's hip hop, jazz, gospel, pop, rock, whatever it is. So to categorize someone or label them as, they're not black enough to do hip hop, I think that's kind of silly. She's obviously doing her thing, making her money, so obviously it's organic for her and it's working, so just leave her alone. Aside from the fact that she was recently performing somewhere and she was making a whole bunch of words up, and she got a lot of slack for that. But
Was she faking the funk?
I just think she forgot what she was
I do
trying to
that.
sing or whatever it was, and just decided to throw a bunch of words together. But who hasn't? Who hasn't made any
I've
mistakes
done
on
that.
stage? Yeah,
I've
so
done
leave
that.
the girl alone. Let her make her money while you guys sit there and watch her.
Yeah. Music is universal and
It
it's
is.
colorless, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we got to let that one go too.
Keep doing your thing, Iggy.
Keep doing your thing. So we've got some good news. You're
Yes.
bringing down an incredible artist.
Yes.
tell us about Frenchie Davis. She's
Frenchie
coming to
Davis,
Toronto.
yeah. So Frenchie Davis was a contestant on season 2 of American Idol, which was in 2003. And
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. And that was the season that Ruben Studdard won. And
Whatever happened to him?
So well, he's actually working on a record with Frenchie on Frenchie's new album, which is set to release in a couple of months.
You remember Ruben Studdard, right?
Yes, Ruben Studdard.
Big
yes.
teddy bear guy. I
Yeah.
loved him. Yeah.
So she had a lot of controversial thing going on just with being on Idol, and she had a little bit of a situation, and they kind of booted her off the show, and it caused a little bit of a frenzy. And but she kept on trekking along and moving forward, and went on to do Broadway. She did the musical Dreamgirls as well as Rent. And then she went on to recently do The Voice. She was on Team Christina Aguilera.
When I saw her, I was like, wait a second, she
looks
familiar.
Yes.
So yes.
But I was a fan since 2003. I remember at a time when they were asking the other contestants what they thought of Frenchie Davis. I remember Kimberly Locke on that season said, if Frenchie Davis was on the show, there would be no competition. So that says it all, right?
Wow.
So I think American Idol messed up, but nonetheless, I mean, nowadays you see Idol. Where are these artists now? You don't hear of them.
Yeah.
It's really just becoming all about the television show and not about the artistry,
Right.
which is unfortunate. But Frenchie's doing her thing, and she's coming to Toronto this Saturday, performing at Revival.
I can't wait to see her.
And you'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be there, and hopefully somebody in the audience will be there.
We've got
yes.
some tickets to give away tonight, so
Yeah.
someone can leave with a pair of these complimentary tickets.
Yes,
Thank
make
you
sure
very
you
much.
follow her on on Twitter, Frenchie Davis, and follow me at Entice, ENTYSE.
Yeah, she's lovely. I had an interview with her last week, and
Yes.
she's very articulate and just a very sweet kind of aura
Very
about her.
opinionated, but good opinion.
A good opinion.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think people are intimidated by that, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I like good discussions.
Yeah. And you're going to get a chance to interview her live.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Which is going to be great.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I have some good news that I'd like to share with you all. I was recently given the honor of being one of the recipients of the Woman of Honor Award this year. And this is presented by the Black Business Professional Association.
Wow.
So I'm still trying to register this whole experience, but just to give you an example of the women who were past recipients: Gina Gustin, the Honorable Gina Gustin, Tracy Moore from Cityline, Marcy Ian, who's the anchor of Canada AM, and now Nikki Clarke. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. So it's awarded to women who've led the path to help other women in similar fields. And I got a message from Jamaica. My parents live in Jamaica. My father is an Anglican priest there. And he said, you know what? Really proud of you. And I should also let you know that I was one of the co-founders of the BBPA in the 70s. So it's like a family affair. It's coming around 360.
Good.
So it's a really cool thing.
Well, you've always been very active in the community,
I
and you've been
have,
doing
yeah.
some great things. So it's
Thank
finally
you.
good to be acknowledged and rewarded for all your great work. So
It feels
congratulations.
good. Thank you very much. I
She's worked
appreciate
very
that.
hard. I've known her for many years. Yes. Yeah.
So if you'd like to come to the award ceremony, it's April 1st at 7 o'clock at the First Canadian Building. And if you want more information, just go to my website and I can, there's some information there to go.
April 1st, April Fool's
1st,
Day.
April Fool's Day.
My gosh.
Yeah, but it's a real thing.
I hope they're not fooling you with the award.
No, it's no prank.
Can you imagine? That'd be horrible.
Here's the award site.
Yes, yeah. We joke.
We joke. Some other good news. DJ Ron John, you've got some news for us too, right?
Well, yeah, hi everybody. I have a internet radio show actually coming back on the air.
Yeah.
It's going to be on iLive Radio. That's i-liveradio.com. I'm not giving the title of the show yet. You have to put it up on the page and you're going to see it. But you can either check on the website, because there is some streaming right now, and there will also be a soft launch on the 10th of April, Friday, which is also before another event that we're going to be doing, which is the So Funky at Kensington Lodge. And that'll be starting at 8, but I'll be doing the show at 6. from 6 to 8. And the next thing I'm going to do later in April is an event. My friend Davidson's putting on, and he's had a band, percussion group perform for a long time called iDrum. It's the iDrum 50th anniversary, and that's going to be held at Remix Club. I forgot the address, but it's somewhere on Dundas, just wants to go record. But you get all the details. You can either add me on Facebook, so we can go from there.
And yeah, it's good news.
Awesome.
And I should also let you know that DJ Ranjan compiled some of the best R&B throwbacks of the 80s and 90s. So there's a Nikki Clarke Show throwback mixtape that's coming out very, very soon.
Right.
So anyone that comes to the taping is going to get a free gift, a CD compilation of some of my favorite hits from back in the day.
All right, I'll be
All
there.
right. Yeah. So Tice, thanks so much for
Thank you
sitting
so much
here,
for having
being
me.
a part of the show.
It was awesome.
Thank you. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a great show for you.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiclarkenetwork.com.
Welcome back. Sitting beside me is a chick and a bunny, but they're not ordinary chicks and bunnies. This is Ophelia Chan and Shannon Meir-Till. They are the duo behind Ophi and Chan, the dating channel. Please welcome them to the show. Wow. When I saw you earlier and you said you had to change, I figured it was going to be heels and maybe a pantsuit.
Right.
This is not what I expected.
Oh, well, you know, we like to throw in a little twist here and there.
Yes, you do. You sure do.
This is one of our episodes.
For the Easter episode,
You've got
so
an
it's
Easter-
coming up very soon, so we thought it was very timely, and that's why we decided to dress for the
Yes,
occasion.
very appropriate. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when did you start the dating channel?
We started about a year ago, so now we have about 24 videos.
Yeah.
It comes out
Awesome.
every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every 2 weeks on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see it on YouTube. And normally, basically, it's people that write into us, women, and they tell us their dating stories and we go over them.
Okay, so what you do is you weed out the frogs from the princes, from a female perspective. Okay.
Correct.
So women email you,
Yes.
and they have their dating experience,
Yes.
and they need you to kind of vet it to see if it's worthy of, following through or just like forget it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you had some like extreme stories? Like, are you serious? This is something you're giving me to work with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an episode called Douchebag.
The douchebag
Yes.
episode. Okay.
And like everything these guys did was like douchebaggery for real.
Really?
Yeah, they first of all were talking about how they were going to sleep with a girl after she drank her drinks because they were trying to get her pliable and like drunk. in order
Pliable?
to, take advantage of her.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Or the guy will slap a girl's ass in front of their girlfriends, and so it's
Yeah, we've
very
heard a lot.
awful. Yes. Yeah.
And to do what? To get her jealous or
No,
why?
disrespect for women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
They're just
utter
do-
disrespect for
It's
women.
just
Does that
objectifying
work for some
females.
people though?
Apparently, we see the reason we started this was because we are, independent females, and we thought there were a lot of women that were strong that were not having very much luck with men in our society because
Right.
there's a difference between the expectation and the actual manifestation
Right.
of that expectation, and we wanted to bridge the divide to help females to vet out those
Yeah,
frogs.
and a lot of times females just settle because they don't find suitable candidates. They're like, okay, this guy is around, maybe I should settle. So they end up being with the guys that not
With a
very-
frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging out with the frog.
Exactly.
So the demographics, the reality of it is that women are outnumber men.
Yes.
Especially in this city.
Yes.
So that's what we have working against us. But in terms of selection, would you say there's much out there in terms of quality of what's left?
Yeah, there's still a lot of men out there, depending on where you're looking for them, and also, like a lot of times we have an ideal of the male that we like, so we tend to not look at the ones that we are actually more suitable for us.
Yeah.
Say there's one of our episode, one of a ballerina. Actually, she's a producer.
Yes.
Of a ballerina show. So she's looking at all the ballerinas, male ones. They're beautiful, gorgeous
Yeah.
to look at, but they're all gay.
Yeah.
So she said,
Oh,
there'll
dear.
be no men
Yeah.
left for me, but
because your expectations
She's looking in
are
the wrong
so
place.
high,
exactly.
you know?
And
Okay.
I say, no, in your industry, there's cameramen,
Yeah,
there's
taxi
some,
guys.
exactly. They're just not as gorgeous, but I'm sure they're, you know,
Yeah, they're there.
Quality-wise.
Yeah,
Exactly.
quality-wise.
So open up your choices.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's where we're not looking at
And
the
we know that men are watching our show too, so we hope that we're giving them pointers of what
exactly.
What not to do. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, you know, I am, you know, a woman in my 40s and that, and dating has changed a lot since my day when, you know, I first started dating in my 20s. What are the trends now in dating?
Exactly. We have noticed
Well, yeah.
both of us, you know, being single and dating at least 10 years plus. We're not revealing the age here. So the trends are actually very strange. That's why we're trying to break the
Yeah.
trend. They tend to pretend that they're not interested in each other.
Yeah.
And then they pretend this game that if I am pretending I'm not interested, and then he is going to call,
Yeah.
or he's pretending he's not interested, so I have to go follow him.
Yeah, you know the
It
rule
is-
book, throw it out, man.
Yes.
It's totally different.
Yeah.
And a lot of online companies, you know, Match.com, LifeMates, eHarmony, I mean, and the list goes on. So it's really changed in terms of
Yes.
that. So women can approach men too. It's not necessarily the men pursue all the time now.
Okay.
It's okay to do that, just as long as you give them the illusion of still having the pursuit. Like you drop the handkerchief
Yes.
on purpose for them to pick it
Gotcha.
up.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think we have a dating question from Alicia here, our director, who is single and has a question for you.
So I recently coming out of like a long-term relationship, and I don't really know how to get back into dating. It seems like you said, everything has like switched up. So I guess my question is, I'm older than I look, so a lot of younger guys gravitate towards me. How do I like fix that?
I have the same problem.
So do we.
Actually, why is that a problem?
Yes.
Why can't you date
It's a
a
good
younger
problem.
guy?
Well, that's another question I have. Like how, I guess like, what is a reasonable age gap? Because I find like everybody goes through certain things at a particular age in their life. So it's like
Right.
when they're younger, it's like,
Exactly.
okay, that's what you're going through. So
Well, you know, it's all about the individual. If they're established and they have a mentality that's on the same page with you, then it can totally work. If they're totally at a different mental stage than you, that's when the divide will come in the separation.
Exactly, and look at Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
They all dating younger men.
Yeah.
So
Nikki
why can't
Clarke.
we?
Nikki Clarke.
That's awesome. Okay. Thank you. Thanks very much. All right. Where can people find you if they want more information?
Yes.
Dating.
Yes, we're on all the
pearls.
social media. So our main channel is on YouTube. So please subscribe and support us.
Ophey Shan is the name of the channel. OPHEYSHAN. And the name of the channel is Ophey and Shan Dating Channel on YouTube.
Yes, and we're on Tumblr. We're on Facebook. We're on
Pinterest.
every major
Twitter, like
Twitter,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I want to thank you for dropping by
Thank you for having us.
and
Thank you for
you know,
having
sporting
us.
your amazing costumes,
Yeah.
and you know, I appreciate what you do because
We
you know you're
appreciate
honest
you.
about the whole dating
independent
experience.
woman that's so successful. Like honestly, you fit right into what we're trying to help with, in the world. So
Thank you.
for that,
Thank you.
too.
No, you know, I want to ask something before we go. Do you have mixers? Do you have dating mixers that you're organizing in the near future, or
Yes.
Oh yes,
speed dating, anything like that?
yes. We're trying to organize a singles networking event. So we want to get all the single people come out and networking. So if they can find memorable dates from our
Yeah, because not everyone's
shows.
comfortable with
Yeah,
online kind of referencing.
And
So.
not necessarily speed dating, because sometimes that can be very subjective. More just mingling and like networking,
Yes.
Yeah.
so that people feel
Yes.
more at ease and casual about it. Maybe friendships can develop, not necessarily
For
dating
sure.
things,
For
something
sure.
like that.
Yeah, I kind of get energy when I meet someone. It's
Yeah.
easier that way, face to
Yeah.
face, than
Yeah.
online. So
Definitely.
Yeah,
you know, it's different for
exactly.
everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Awesome.
very
All
much.
right.
Thank you
We'll
for
be right
having
back.
us.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiclarkenetwork.com.
Awesome. Okay, we're back now with the author of Addictive Giving Into the Extreme. Please welcome Hartley Holder to the show. Thank you so much for being here. You look very dapper.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So you have West Indian roots. You actually were born in Barbados.
I was, yes.
Okay, so how long have you been in Canada? A number of years?
Over 20, 30 something years, I think.
Yeah.
I came here in 1972, went to high school, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then transitioned to being a goldsmith, and yeah. So
Did you come over with family, or did you make the decision
yeah,
to
my
just?
parents actually decided that we were going to move, you know, so we didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
But it's actually, it gave us a little bit more of an idea of what the world was actually like. 'Cause
Yeah.
my father was a seaman, so he traveled all over the world, so we expected that, you know, we should do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you transitioned from being a goldsmith for 32 years.
Yes, I still am.
And you still make jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're 26, how can you have 32 years of experience? I'm still trying to
Oh,
figure
yeah,
this
okay.
out. Look at her.
It's the gold, actually.
It's the gold.
dust.
It's the glitter.
It makes
Okay.
it-
It's like a fountain of youth. I need some of that glitter all over me.
It works, yeah.
So 32 years of that, and then now you are an author.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you become an author?
Well, I always used to write. It was kind of a way of giving me, because jewelry is so tense all the time. If we make a mistake, for example, it's a lot of money. If you break a diamond or you chip a stone or something, it's a lot. So writing is kind of that thing where you can write, you can actually erase, you can change the characters if you want. You know, you can still create.
Right.
It's just a different way of doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was fun.
There's a
It was
certain
fun.
precision, obviously, with jewelry making, and this one, this art form, writing, has a little bit more of a free
It
flow
is.
to it.
Most
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
Okay. And you've been doing that since you were very young, and just
I was,
decided
yeah. I always wrote, and my parents actually, when I was a kid, I write short stories and stuff, and they used to laugh at them, and I thought that it wasn't, you know, because it was bad, and apparently they laughed at it because it was funny.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't realize the difference between the two. So. And then after that, I continued to write, and then being a goldsmith, you're very observant about people coming. You have to listen to what they're doing or what they want to do,
Right.
and kind of stir them in the right way, kind of thing.
Okay.
Or create jewelry, and so all this observation, you know, came in handy when I wanted to write something. So
Okay. All right. Now, you wrote the book. This is your first book.
yes.
Okay. Addictive Giving Into the Extreme. Can you talk a little bit about the premise of the book?
Well, the book is about sexual addiction. The character is, you know, hypersensitive when it comes to women and how to please them, kind of thing.
So is it kind of like 50 Shades?
Actually, no. This is warmer, hotter than that.
Warm or hotter?
Yes, but it's about, if you look at any other addiction, any other form of addiction, we know people who are, and you know, you look at them and all of a sudden they got caught in something, and then you say, but he was such a nice person, or she was such a nice person.
Right.
How did they become that? So what this book does really is just kind of paint a picture of that sort of blurring of the lines.
Okay.
Of what happens to one person who has this addiction, and basically sort of went into this sort of spiral and tried to claw his way back out of it. And in
Okay.
so doing, he meets some very interesting characters. Interesting might be a wrong word, but the characters are a little different. And he finally gets out of it, but as some of people that I've met who are addicts always talk about, if you relapse, it basically it takes a little bit of you. So he has these residual effects of getting out of that.
Okay. So I was just going to ask, where did you get your research? Like, so you interviewed? You wanted to know, right? Yeah, I'm not the only one.
Well, if you're a goldsmith, you hear things and people talk to you about they open up about things. Like if you're a bartender, a lot of people tell you things that they wouldn't.
Really?
Oh,
I
yes.
would never think of disclosing my personal issues over, the diamond cuts.
It's very interesting what happens. So it's just one of those things. But also too, it's going to school. You meet people who had some issues. And I've always wanted to bring that to light because you only hear about the very clinical parts of it, and I think we all have these addictive tendencies, and we actually have at some point in time we could actually slip into it quite easily. And this book kind of shows you what happens when you take that filter off your subconscious,
Right.
and it just lets loose.
Is there a happy ending?
Yeah, actually there is.
There
yes.
is?
Yes.
Okay.
But getting there, it's very.
It's a process.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a very deep process. Yeah.
How long is the book now? It's
300 and something pages.
okay. So you can cover this in a couple of days.
Well, actually, one of my friends, I gave her the copy because after I gave it to someone to read, and they said, it's too fluffy. It's like a Harlequin romance, and addicts wouldn't actually act like that. So I said, okay, so I'll change the language.
So you brought it.
just a bit. So I gave it a little bit of an earthier sort of flavor.
Yeah.
And then he read it, and then he said, well, this is what I think, so send it off to someone. So a friend of mine actually, she saw the unedited version, and she was in Banff, and her Kindle, her iPhone, or iPad, sorry, ran out of juice, basically, so she was plugging it in, and she's texting me, telling me, this is like soft porn. I go, no, it's not. It's not. But she said she understood what the characters are like because as a nurse, she's seen characters who've done stuff
Yeah.
like that and sort of got their way into a lot of trouble. Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
Interesting. No, as a joke, off camera, I said, do you have all the naughty bits underlined in red? And I say that because I went to a convent school for girls, and our first introduction to literature with some sexy stuff was Judy Blume.
Yeah.
It's God, are you there? It's me, Margaret. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'd be like, oh, did you see that? So so this is a really fantastic book, and I can't wait to get my hands all over it tonight. Where can people get a copy of this?
Actually, it's available it's self-published, so it's available on Amazon, and you can actually check our website, which is www.hartleyholder.com, and you can sort of go from there. But on Amazon, basically, it shows up, and you can sort of do a digital copy, or you can do the hard copy. But a lot of people seem to like the digital copy because it comes very quickly, and you can sort of, dig into it.
Upload it on your iBook or iPad and read it.
And it's not me. It's not about me.
Oh, it isn't?
It's absolutely not about me. So I just want to put that out there because I keep getting these little things about, I got to look at you differently now because it's like kind of weird what you do. It's like, no, actually, it's not me. It's just. So, but
I'm a really good writer. That's awesome. Now, you've got some good news. Would you like to share it?
Yeah, so everyone in the audience would actually get a copy of the digital version.
Yay! You made a lot of people happy.
As long as you have
an email address.
An email address.
So you have to leave your email address with us tonight, and then I will send you Addictive by tomorrow.
Nice.
All right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Hartley,
Thank you.
Congratulations on your book, and thank you so much for the
The
guest.
Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.
are back with another amazing segment, and it smells so good. If you out there could smell what I'm smelling right now, we have the incredible chef. She's the owner of Rachel Gourmet Gone Wild. Please welcome Rachel Galea to the show. And I love the red. It's one of my favorite colors. Yeah, it looks good on you. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your background. When did you decide to become a chef?
Okay, well, a few years ago, well, I've always wanted to do this for a living, and actually a few years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, and realized that my life might be cut short, and this was my passion that I always wanted to do, and with lots of help from my friends and family, encouragement, they said, you know, you should go back to school and get your chef papers and do what you want to do. And I have a little guy at home too that has severe disabilities, and he's finally starting to do well, and so it felt like it was a good time to do it.
Right.
So I went to Liaison College. It was an amazing school. I met lots of tremendous and lifelong friends there, and they were just like family to me.
Right.
And actually I met my mentor, Chef Felix.
Who's here?
Who's here?
Shout out to Chef Felix Sano.
Yeah.
He was on the show not too long ago. So yeah.
He's been amazing, and so is the school. The school has been so supportive, and I actually graduated with honors and did extremely well, better than I thought I'd ever do. And so I'm following my dream and continuing with it. With my little guy and his disabilities, I can't work in a restaurant for 13, 14 hours a day. But I still want to get my recipes out there. I want the public and everyone to eat some of my gourmet meals. They're healthy, they're nutritious, they're all fresh, organic, antibiotic free. And I don't put no additives or artificial flavors in my
hormone free.
Dishes.
Yeah.
And so what I've done is I've actually I have this bison stew. Bison actually is extremely good for you. It's loaded in iron, omega-3s, very, very healthy. It is richer in flavor than beef, has no game flavor whatsoever. It's actually got a sweeter taste to it.
Okay.
Bison actually is the only mammal that does not carry cancer. It is
I didn't know that.
really, 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 really healthy. And it's made in a bone broth as well.
Okay.
And again, all very natural and really, really good for you. So I've packaged them up individual portions, and they're vacuum sealed, and they're you can buy them in the frozen section in your fine food store. So all you have to do is take the bag out, put it in a pot of boiling water, and 15 minutes later you got a nice bowl of bison stew.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Very,
Yeah.
very
That's a great idea. So you can have your healthy gourmet meal in no time at all.
Yes.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. So I actually sampled one of your amazing ostrich sliders at the Gourmet Show not too long ago, and it was amazing. I wasn't scared. You know, ostrich, you're thinking, but it was delicious.
Yeah,
it really,
you.
there's a wonderful texture to it. It's kind of like a hamburger texture,
Yes.
but sweeter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I really enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
it has-
So that's one of your specialties too.
Yeah, ostrich sliders, venison organic yelled chili.
What is venison, by the way?
Venison is deer.
Deer. Okay.
Yeah, it's all very, very good for you. And if it's cooked properly, it will not have no game taste whatsoever. It is very flavorful, much better for you than your beef and your lamb and all the traditional meat that you would get in the grocery store.
Okay. So we're gone wild.
Gone wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
going wild with me? Okay. All right. Okay, so I think you have prepared, my mouth is watering. So tell us what you prepared for us here.
So this is the bison stew with the horseradish cream. My first show I did was with Chef Felix at the Gourmet Food and Wine Show. We sold out every day, and the last day we had nothing. So we had the ostrich sliders, and the ostrich sliders, they were gone in a couple hours. So it is really flavorful, and you guys all get to try a little bit of it, and hopefully that you'll love it and you'll be able to get it at your store closest to you.
So what's in it?
So we've
It's
got
colorful,
yeah,
as well
we've
as
got
smelling
the bison
delicious.
meat, carrots, celery, onions, pearl onions, mushrooms, and carrots, and it's in the bone broth.
Okay, excellent. All right, so guess what? We get to sample this.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. Again, where can people find you if they want to get some of this amazing stew? Or even, do you have any
I have a
recipes online?
No, I don't have my recipes online, but my website will be up and running. It's got just one page right now, but next week it's rachels.ca. And you can reach me on my email at rachels.ca.
Okay. All right, let's get ready to try some bison stew. Thank you very, very
The
much.
Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience, or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiClarkenetwork.com.
All right. Okay. We are going to move into a little bit of fitness. Standing with me is the very handsome, the owner of Liebert Inc. Liebert Fitness Inc.
Liebert Fitness Inc.
Liebert Fitness Inc. And I want to say Liebert, the French way, but we'll go with Liebert.
Works
Fitness.
both ways.
It works both ways. Mark Liebert, thank you so much for being here. Please welcome him to the stage.
Thank you.
Wow, we've got some great equipment here. That's
We've got
awesome.
some great exercise tools that we developed and brought to market and are used all over the world, and we're going to show you how to use them.
Okay, now before we get into that, tell me, when did you start your passion in fitness?
Oh, when I was 18, I went to Sheridan College, and it was the first time I stepped foot in the weight room.
Sheridan?
And, yeah. Geez, now I'm dating myself. Fast forward 25 years or so, and just never really had a real job. I went from college and university into my first fitness job at a gym and just stuck with it. Done in-home personal training. I have my own club in Mississauga called Fitness Nation. It's a great facility where we run boot camps all day, men and women of all ages, and and then launching fitness products. Now I'm almost 10 years now. I've been traveling around the world just showing people how to use them. Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's big. That is big. Now, you have your equipment in how many countries?
Well over 30 countries now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's fun.
And you mentioned a very famous client using one of your pieces.
Yeah, we were
Can you
just
mention?
chatting beforehand. The trainers really get our equipment out there. So Kim Kardashian was using equalizers there.
Kim Kardashian?
A couple years ago, her trainer sent me a picture. She goes, check it out. So, of course, we had to put that on the website.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, if Kim uses it. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a demo, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah. So we're going to start with the SRT. So you normally see a barbell doesn't have these funky springs on it. So I'm going to get you to grab
Funky
the handles
springs.
right there. Yeah.
Okay, why are they made that way?
Well, the reason
and you invented this, by the way.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the products that we had a trainer in Greece invent, and we've licensed the product. So all the other products are my invention. This is a new one for us.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do, so a regular barbell curl. So you're just going to do your barbell curls, working your biceps. So come all the way down.
Okay. I like to work out with music.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah.
It sets the mood. All right. So just curl
Yeah,
up.
so just start your curls, and what you're going to do is I want you to straighten your arms right out the bottom, so you get a nice stretch in the biceps. Come up and squeeze.
Squeeze?
Yep, come up and squeeze. And now what we're going to do, and this is the cool thing about it, when you come up and squeeze, I want you to squeeze in on the springs.
Ah.
So you come in, squeeze all the way in,
I feel
hold
that.
it, yeah, down, good. So now we're getting a bicep curl, but we're also working the chest muscles at the same
With
time.
pecs.
Yeah, exactly.
The girls are getting a little workout.
So it's almost like a 2-for-1 kind of exercise.
Oh, I
now.
love that.
Kind of, made the barbell a little more sexy and make it do more as well.
For sure.
Cool.
Oh, I definitely feel that.
So I'm going to show you how to warm up your shoulders now. So you're just going to switch your grip from an underhand to an overhand grip, and you're going to hold here. And just go ahead and do a few presses.
Should I have
up.
my feet placed in any position?
Yeah, like what we do is call it an athletic stance, which means a little bit wider in shoulder width and your knees bent. So you're going to flip the barbell to here. Yep. Okay, and press straight up. This is about 15, 17 pounds. Good. So go ahead and get a couple reps.
Okay.
So bring it right back down to shoulder height and then up again, okay? So 2 more. 1,
Count with me.
2. Okay, so now here's the trick. So you're gonna come up now and you're gonna squeeze out as well.
Ah, there's a trick to it.
Yeah, so up and out. Now you're working. Yeah. Keep that going. Up, squeeze out. Nice. Let's go 1 more.
14. 15. Woo.
That's great. Yeah, clients always count different than the trainers. It takes us a while to get to 10, but they're at 10 from the get-go.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do some equalizer now, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to use that. So the equalizers are a body weight strength training tool that's simply using your own body weight as the resistance. So the first exercise we're gonna do is a dip. So I'm gonna show you from here and then you can jump in.
Now, what are some of the benefits of exercise?
What are the benefits of exercise? Well, metabolism boosting, obviously lots of corresponding health benefits in terms of heart disease, and cancer, and all those other things too.
Slows down aging?
Slows down aging, yeah, exactly. So we're gonna go like this. Knees bent, you're gonna be like you're sitting on a chair, bend at your elbows and press up. Okay, so we're gonna work the back of the arms.
So just go down?
Yep, that's perfect, and press straight up and down, that's good. Perfect. Keeping your knees bent, nice.
If you hear any cracking.
Yeah. And that's really good. You got nice flexion in the elbow, you got a nice stretch in the front of the shoulders,
you really
and
feel
you press up through the palms. Yeah, good. So just do another 20 or so. That's really good. That's awesome. That's great.
I'll do 1 more.
1 more. Okay, good, yay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get you down right to the floor, and you're gonna, instead of pushing up off the bars, you're gonna be pulling your body weight off the floor.
Okay,
I'll show you
show
how
me.
that looks.
Show
So
me
you're
how
gonna
that
go like
looks.
this. So from here, you're gonna raise your hips. This is called a bridge, and then you're gonna pull up and back down nice and slow. Okay, really simple to do.
Can you do that again? Okay. So lie flat.
Yeah, lie down and get comfy. Careful with the mic on.
You get
there.
everything on this show, okay? All right, so
Okay,
here.
so you're gonna bend your knees and get your hips off the ground. So raise your butt off the ground. Good. Now pull yourself straight up. You can do this. Yep. And get the whole body off the ground. There we go. 1. Good. Keep that going. 2, 3, 4. 1 more. And 5. Yes. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
That's great. That's great. Ta-da. Awesome.
Right.
So those are a couple ways in which you can move your body weight as a resistance. And there's lots of ways to make that easier and harder. Okay?
Okay.
You want to do 1 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want 1 more? Yeah. Okay.
All right. So this is called the buddy system because you work out with a buddy. Take those 2 handles. Take this one as well. And yeah, so you're just gonna.
Will you be my buddy?
I'll be your buddy.
Okay.
If you don't have a workout partner, then this forces you to go get one. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna row 1 arm at a time, back and forth. So
Okay.
you start rowing. It's not intuitive. There you go. As soon as you start doing it, then you kind of figure it out. Let's get that stance again, nice and wide. Good. Sit those hips down a bit. Good. Yeah, that's perfect. Good. What I want you to do when you're rowing, I want you to start rowing hard now. Pick up your cadence, your speed. Okay? Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Good. Nice. So what she's doing here, she's working every muscle in her upper body. She's working the back of the shoulder, she's working the biceps, she's working the lats, a little bit of core, you're feeling your legs as well. Okay, now keep that going at a squat. So now
What?
you're gonna add a squat. You gotta
Add a squat?
Drop it down, yeah. Here we go.
What do you mean?
So you're gonna row and just keep rowing and squat
Like
at the same
slowly
time.
squat down?
Yeah, but keep your speed. There
Or
you
just
go.
go down?
Good. Just like that was perfect.
Okay.
Yep, so you're gonna row and squat. Nice, good. Keep going. Yes, keep going. So, yeah. That's good, that's
Okay.
really good. That's awesome.
I feel it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No pain, no gain.
So there's literally hundreds of exercises we can do with all these tools. Those are just 1 or 2 of each.
Fantastic. Okay.
And then
this is called a buddy system.
Buddy system, yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then after a hard workout, we go through a stretch.
Got to stretch.
Yeah.
Got to have a cool down.
You take one of those. We'll just sit down on the floor and we'll show everybody how to do these.
Like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little figure 8, put that around the ball of your foot. That's good.
Okay.
Do you have a handle there?
No.
Oh, you put it around the figure 8 goes around.
Edit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So you're just going to go, yeah, this part at the bottom. Perfect.
I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, there we go.
Now, a lot of people can't touch their toes when they stretch, so this is a really nice way to keep the back straight and pull yourself forward. Nice, very nice. And then if you want to make it even harder, you're going to sit right back, lie right down on the floor, and stretch out the hamstrings like that. Nice. Feel that?
I sure do.
And then what we do with that stretch is we take it off to the side, we go out, we do a lot
Like
of
that?
yoga and Pilates type movements with that, and then use it for athletic stretching as well.
Fantastic. All right. I think you've got some good news for the good people here.
Yeah, we have
Would you
some
like to
stretch
share?
straps to give away to the audience.
You want a
so-
stretch staff?
Yeah.
You want to give them
All
that?
right, yep, I will. Yep. Should we just see how athletic they are if they can catch?
All right. That's fantastic. Mark Liebert, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And where can people find you?
They can find us really easy at Liebert or LeBareFitness.com.
Okay.
Yep.
.com.
Yep.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for
It's
having me.
amazing. Appreciate it. All right, we'll be right back.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.
I just wanna win. I just wanna win. I just wanna win. I just wanna win. Right about now, I'm on my grizzly, no bear. So hot I can't breathe, no air. Too blunt, who can roll with me? Only the baddest, please don't catch feelings. And what they think about me lately, who cares? Come up to your face, cold eyes, no fair. You ever thought you seen the devil? I swear, looking in the mirror gets hotter each year. The game's favored, we do what we do to try and get closer. Living for the future, but the future's not certain. So we're living for nothing, or something, or nothing. Self-pity, I feel sorry that I'm living in a world that is living for the penny. I try to stay lean, but my belly stay hungry, never greedy. But you know I gotta eat though, so I stay getting my dough. Carb diet, holding all the weight though. I found myself, but I'm still kinda lost. I can see, but I'm blinded by my past thoughts. Only cause my past haunts, my very soul haunts me. I'm mad because I won't be what I know I can be, but I will be, and you will see. I just wanna win, come up on top, and I will never ever stop until I reach the top. I just wanna win, I just wanna win. I took my own path, never took the main road. Swerve, switch lanes, but Simon always follows. But Simon always follows, yeah. I took my own path, never took the main road. Swerve, switch lanes, but Simon always follows. But Simon always follows, yeah. Day is tonight, it's dark, it's too late. Best of both worlds, best of both sides. Holla at me anytime on the east side. I ride for my people, though I never switch sides. Gemini, it's two inside. There's no more room to let you inside. I know they can relate, but they refuse to hear me. Forced entry with no apologies, and I ain't saying sorry, cause I want it all. I'ma take it all. I just wanna win. I just wanna win. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Marcus. So you're a triple threat. You are a rapper, singer, and producer. So
Yeah.
how long you been in the game?
Since I was like a kid, 10 years old, I've been singing, rapping. I just recently started to do producing, taking it a little bit more seriously, so that's a new thing for me right now.
Okay. All right. Anybody you want to give a little shout out to?
Shout out to everybody here that came out to support this. This is big. The people who came out to support me means a lot. Northern Queens, I gotta shout that out. Got a show coming up May 9th. 5 rappers and 5 singers, all females. That's gonna be real dope.
I'm gonna be singing with you.
What? Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be big then. It's gonna be big. All right. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And where can people find you?
I got a website, www.maziefmf.com. And you can find all my songs, some beats there, shows, anything new that's going on with me, you can see it right there.
Okay. You know what? I have a song that I wrote, so maybe we can collaborate. If you got the beat, I got the song.
Let's do it up.
Let's do it up?
Let's do it up, for sure.
For sure. Let's high five. Mid five. All right, it's a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much,
right.
Nikki.
We'll be right back.
Thanks so much.
I just wanna win. I just wanna win. I just wanna win.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.